Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. It gets silly in the studio before we start taping, so if I'm a little, welcome. And we are definitely blessed tonight. We're in the holiday season. Everybody's singing holiday songs. We have holiday CDs to tell you about. And we have a return guest tonight that was here just recently, but her new Christmas CD is so worth hearing, and she's brought her friend Glenn with her. So I'm just going to turn this over to them. They're going to give you all kind of wonderful music, and then they'll come talk to us. It will be fun. Welcome again to the Grandma's Attic Music Review, Kristen Graves and newcomer Glenn Roth.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for having us again. Oh come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come thou day spring, come and cheer our spirits by thine advent here, and drive away the shade of night, and pierce the clouds and bring us light. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. It is great to be here. Thank you for having us.
Woo!
I'm going to continue with this holiday cheer and play my rendition of Carol of the Bells. Thank you so much. All right.
So Glenn and I play together a lot, and I knew that he would get along great with Dot and that she would like his music. So I'm really happy that he's here today. And one of the songs that we play together pretty often, which is on my Christmas CD, because to me the holidays and Christmas time are all about hope, and that's what this song is about. So the song that we're going to play is called Keep Hope Alive. Met a little girl yesterday. She's so poor, doesn't even have a name. But Mom and Dad, they love her, just can't feed her or her brother. Hunger like that, you can't even pray. Young black man on the streets of Chicago. Mom and Dad are wishing he'd come home. He could always see their faces, and he could sing like an angel. 2 shots rang out, so we'll never know. I'm singing for hope, I'm singing for life, I'm singing for change tonight. Tell me that I'm wasting my time with someone
All right. I always love playing that song with Kristen. I'm going to play an original song of mine off of my upcoming CD, due out in 2015. And here's an original song of mine called Mountain Theme. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to play one more song here, and I'm going to invite my good friend Kristen Graves back up to perform with me. Get back to the Christmas theme here. Here's one off my new holiday CD. This one is from a very famous film called The Sound of Music. Yeah, this one's going out to Dot.
I've got a lot of famous things.
We just met, but we're definitely good friends now. So
I agree.
this one's called My Favorite Things. Thank you so much, everyone. Please welcome back Kristen Graves.
Well, thank you. We're going to do a few more for you, and then we're going to chat with Dot. And this song is kind of the reason I put together a Christmas CD at all, and we can talk more about the Christmas CD later, but I put this CD out a little while ago in order to fundraise for a guitar camp that I run on the Cheyenne River Reservation, which is in South Dakota. And it's a lot of fun, and Glenn has come out and helped me run it as well. And we had a good time. And so we're happy to have those experiences together in studios and in prairies. So we've played many a venue together. And this is the song that kind of started, well, I guess I could do a Christmas CD because this is my favorite Christmas song.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, divine, oh, night divine, oh, night divine. Truly He taught us to love one another. His law is love, and His gospel is peace. Chains He shall break, for that slave is our brother, and in His name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us praise His holy name. Christ is the Lord, that ever praise we. Noel, oh, night divine, oh, night divine, oh, night divine.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right. I'm going to play one more Christmas tune, but thank you so much for having us today. And Somebody's coming to town soon, and we all know who that is. Big guy in a red costume. This one's called Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Please welcome back Kristen Graves.
So we just have one last little song for you on one last little instrument. And we'll be chit-chatting with Dot after this, so we'll talk more in a moment. But this little song and this little instrument are a lot of fun because what's so great about music is that you can take it anywhere. You can bring it anywhere. And when you're using something as portable as a guitar, it's really easy to bring things around. And when you're using something as portable as a ukulele, it's even easier to bring things around. So it's a lot of fun to bring music everywhere. And thanks again to Dot for having us. We'll thank you again face to face in a second. And this is just a fun little one. This is Angels We Have Heard on High.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Glow, oh, 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 in excelsis Deo. Glow, oh, 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 Gloria in excelsis Deo. This jubilee, while your joyous songs prolong, what the gladsome tidings be, which implore your heavenly song. Lo, oh, 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 in excelsis Deo. Lo, oh, 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 Gloria in excelsis Deo. Bethlehem and see Christ whose birth the angels sing. Come adore on bended knee Christ the Lord, our newborn King. Oh, 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 in excelsis Deo. Oh, 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 shall cease day. Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. So while they're getting their instruments put away, you guys can come over and we're going to talk about just a couple things. Kristen was playing a ukulele. If you want to know more about ukuleles, there's a ukulele circle at the Nightingale Acoustic Cafe every Friday night, and it starts early enough for you to go and play uke and then stay for Friday Night Live. So it's a great way to spend a Friday evening. You're out of there by 9:30-ish, so you can go listen to the late music. It's all, you know, there's good music everywhere, so just get out and support live local music. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Oh, my goodness, it was so much fun to listen to so much Christmas music. I love the holidays. So, Glenn, it was nice to meet you. It's great to have you here.
Very nice
Tell
to
me a
meet
little
you.
bit about what makes you do what you do with a guitar, because not everybody does what you do.
It's a good question. Well, it started many years back. Was always had a passion for fingerstyle guitar music. And then I saw the great Tommy Emmanuel, who's one of the world's greatest guitar players now. And he was very inspiring. And with the help of the internet and a magazine called Fingerstyle Guitar Magazine, I got my start with learning all I can about instrumental guitar music.
And when was that? When did you
was-
actually start doing that?
About 12, 13 years ago. And I've been performing as a solo guitarist for the last 10 years.
And were you playing before that?
I've been playing since
Rock and roll.
Yeah, I've been playing, started out, playing a lot of Kiss and Metallica and stuff
Really?
like that. And, I'm a huge Eddie Van Halen fan.
Oh my God.
And,
Don't like David Lee Roth much, do you?
Yeah, he could be my...
Is he your brother?
He's like a distant uncle.
Distant uncle, isn't that nice?
And, so after, getting involved with guitar, and then was in a band called Fountain Project in the early 2000s. And after that ended, I just decided to pursue this career in solo guitar. And here I am, 10 years later. So
You do it very, very well.
thanks so much.
Now, we know a little bit about Kristen, so I don't want to go over too much of that. Kristen is, for those of you that don't know, our Connecticut State Troubadour. And she told us her story about that. Just give us a brief synopsis so that people that don't know are first tuning in. We have a whole new station that is carrying us now. So the Comcast people don't know you yet.
Well, hello, Comcast people. So the state of Connecticut has an honorary position called the State Troubadour. And there have been 15 throughout our state's history. I am the 15th. And it is basically just that. You travel around and you support the arts, you promote the arts, and when you are traveling outside the state of Connecticut, you promote Connecticut. So
Absolutely.
that's the deal in a nutshell.
I think that our heart together, you have a heart for things that I also, kids, music, and the arts, and promoting local and keeping things local.
Yeah.
We could start a business that doesn't make any
I was
money.
gonna say, there's no money in it, but yeah, we'd have fun.
We would have so much fun. Now, where did you two meet?
Good question.
That is a good question.
We actually met at a house concert that we did about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
And
That we did. Wait a
we
minute.
were on the same bill at a house
Yeah,
concert.
so
Oh, okay.
we were put together. There's an organizer. There's a guy in Clinton, Connecticut, and he calls his house the Black Sheep Ranch.
Okay.
And so he organizes these house concerts, and he had put a few people together on a bill. And I think he snuck me in on your bill or something. I'm not quite sure what happened, but it ended up Glenn and I just got along really well. And so we started booking together every once in a while, and we both had the same booking agent for a little time, and so she'd book us together, and eventually we just would share shows, and we'd play maybe a song or two together. And then the Connecticut Folk Festival a few years ago booked us as a duo. And we were not a duo. And so we said, that's fine, we'll put something together. And so we played everything together, that set, and it was really, really fun.
Yeah.
So we've played a lot more shows together since then.
I like it.
Yeah.
So you got to thank the New Haven Folk
I
Fest
know.
for bringing us
so
together.
it was like a little twist of fate.
Cool. We'll thank them, but
Yeah.
thank you guys for being open enough to share the stage. Some people don't want to
It's
do
true,
that.
it's true.
Some people don't want to share the
Because
stage.
people forget it's way more fun.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah, it is. So this ukulele that you play,
Yeah.
When did you start doing that?
It really is, as what it is a friend of mine got me a ukulele for Christmas maybe 4 or 5 years ago, because he had read an article that George Harrison never went anywhere without a ukulele. I don't know if this is true, because he's telling me what he read. You can't believe everything you hear and you can't believe everything you read, so I'm like in double jeopardy right now, but that's what he had read, is that George Harrison traveled with a ukulele so that he could write songs all the time, because the guitar sometimes is big and gets in the way. So he bought me this ukulele just as a joke, and I was like, this is so fun. So
now, who was the first person you ever saw play the ukulele?
Well, we were talking about this a little earlier, and I'm pretty sure it was the big guy from Hawaii, who's now, his name I can't remember, but he's somewhere over the rainbow. Yeah,
Izzy.
Yeah, and he did that really cool rendition, and he really helped, like, kind of kickstart the ukulele a little bit. Re-kickstart.
Yes. Because back in the day,
right.
I fell in love with Tiny Tim, who did Tiptoe Through the Tulips on a ukulele.
So there you go. And he just kind of like reinvigorated people and got them excited about the ukulele again. I think that was really cool.
Yeah, he left us way too early, because he really was a very talented performer. Not just with the uke, he really had a way of engaging the audience. I don't know if you ever got to see him, but he was really a great performer. So, what do we have here? We have 2 wonderful CDs. You can each hold up your own, because that way keeps me off the screen. I like that. So tell us a little bit about yours, Glenn, and then we'll talk about this one, because this one is for a really good cause. So we want to know more about yours first.
This is an all-instrumental guitar CD that I did last winter with my good friend Walter Dennison at Dennison Digital Arts in New York City.
Okay.
And has many tracks on it. And you can you can pick it up at glenroth.com or any of my upcoming performances.
And between now and New Year's, you will be able to hear that on Monday mornings on WCNI 90.9 FM, because I will be playing it in its entirety between now and New Year's.
Thank you.
You will hear it, because I can't wait. Now, this piece of amazing music, singing and giving to others is just, it's a thrill for me, because I know what it stands for you.
Yeah,
and the first time you told the story, it really choked me up. So please, tell the whole story, the story of the Hope Song first.
Okay.
Because it's real.
Okay, yeah. Well, we work, my husband has a nonprofit organization called Simply Smiles, and we work in Oaxaca, Mexico, and also on the Cheyenne River Reservation in South Dakota. Working in Mexico, Mexican culture is very open. People are very friendly, very accepting, very happy to have us there. And so we've been able to make really great strides. We support thousands of people there. On the reservation, it's been a bit more of a challenge, simply because folks there are more closed off. And people have been treated very poorly by folks who look like you and I.
Right.
So when we show up, we're not necessarily welcomed, nor should we be. And so we started working there and kind of had a hard time making any inroads. And so I had this idea that I wanted to start a music camp out there with the kids, because music for me has always opened a lot of doors.
It does.
And it does. It helps people connect in a way that maybe sitting and talking face to face is a little too intimate, but sitting and jamming on the guitar is not quite as intense, and therefore you can share that experience.
Yep.
So that's kind of the idea behind the CD. So I put together a bunch of Christmas songs that I wanted to record, and I sold the CD and used all the proceeds to buy 50 guitars that then I brought out to the reservation. And we started the guitar camp, and it's been a huge success. The guitar camp has now shifted, and it's now a music camp.
Yay!
So last year we started using keyboards. This year Santa came to the reservation already. Santa comes early. And Santa brought a few keyboards for kids who were really talented and really great. And, you know, I had kids playing Fear Elise already, you know, within weeks.
Yeah.
They're just so excited about music. And so it's been a really wonderful experience just to share music, just as my career anyway, but then to share music with kids who really desire to have it as a part of their lives. And part of The third verse of Keep Hope Alive, I actually wrote after hearing about a little boy who had attempted suicide and thankfully failed. But this was about 6 or 7 years ago on the reservation. And he was so young, and I was just so moved by it that I added that verse into the song because I didn't quite know how to deal with it personally.
Well, you were very close with him.
And then we lost 2 of our boys to
Right.
suicide in the last 3 years. And so that was a really huge kind of personal crisis moment, basically.
Yep.
And so singing that song for me is very healing, but it's also very hard sometimes. And it's impossible not to play that song and feel a lot of love toward our friends. And so the 2 little boys that we lost, their names were Royce and Tanner. And it's been 2 years, and we have not even had a suicide attempt since then. And I know that part of that is because people, whether it be around music, around baseball, whatever, have found their community and know that they're not alone. And that's what we're all in this for anyway, right?
Yep,
You know,
exactly.
I mean, you're making music to know you're not alone. You're listening to music to know you're not alone, and that's how we all want to feel. So,
Right. I was
was a lot
trying
of
to
words,
explain
but-
to someone today why I do this show. And they're like, you do it because you want to be on TV? I'm like, that's so not true. I do it because I want music to
Right.
be on TV. And to be able, and you're so right, to be able to share music with others and to turn people onto music. It's surprising to me when kids start in school how many of them have never heard any music.
right.
Parents that don't even turn on the radio.
Right.
What? Or people that have only heard pop music,
Right, right, right,
not folk, not classical.
right.
And when you expose them to the different genres of music and they hear how soul-filling it is. Music is so soul-filling, you know? And I can't wait to put that in my CD
Yeah.
player because that, I'm gonna sleep to that, I think.
You're going to love it.
I'm really
there.
excited about it.
It is.
So,
ma'am.
you can get both of these. Can you get them online? Tell everybody where we can get this one first.
Mine doesn't stand up.
Yeah, so you can, they can stand together. You can head to KristenGraves.com. I have
Yep.
it there, and it's through CD Baby. You can
Yep.
also get it on iTunes.
And you can hear it on WCNI on Monday mornings.
Yes.
And Glenn, where can we get yours?
You can get mine directly from me at glenroth.com, or you can go on bandcamp.com
I love
slash,
Bandcamp.
yeah, slash glenroth, and you could stream it, download it, and just enjoy it. So
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful
Thank you.
things. So, I have this question. It changes a little bit every show, but I always ask my musicians something really important. It's important to me because I think that the only way that the world can continue is if music continues. So, there's been a big, huge world demise, and you're the only adult left with 12 children.
interesting.
Tell me how you're going to teach them, encourage them, and what are you going to leave as a legacy to those 12 children so that they continue to use music?
Interesting. Great question. Me personally, I would probably teach them all how to play guitar,
Okay?
assuming we have 12 guitars with us. That's all I could really do is teach them all I know about music to pass that along to them. And that's what I would do if I had the guitars.
What song do you think that you would want them to know first?
Good question. Well, the first song I ever learned was Aura Lee, or Love Me Tender.
Yep.
So I potentially would show them that.
Was that easy to play at first?
It was on single strings, and now I know a nice fingerstyle version of it, so it's kind of cool to play it now.
You'll have to come back by yourself and,
All right.
and do a whole show of just
I would love to.
stuff.
All right.
That will be exciting. So we're getting close to the end, and why did you just give me a dirty look? he's like, no, we're not. I'm like, yes, we are.
4 minutes.
10?
Well, all told.
Hey, we have a whole bunch more time.
Let's do it.
When are you going back? When are you going back out to Indian country? Are you going
Well-
back to Mexico first?
No, things just shifted around. I'm just gonna put this down because I'm
Yep.
definitely gonna knock them over. But
Okay.
I was just in South Dakota last week. Actually,
Yeah, you
it was
brought them
really
the
wonderful.
keyboards.
We brought the keyboards. Santa came. It was very exciting. So I won't be heading back. Usually I try to head back in February, but this year, as Dot and I have been talking about my touring schedule, I'm touring a lot more in 2015, which is making finding chunks of time very difficult. So I think I'll be heading to Mexico first in March at some point, and then I'll head out to the reservation again at some point in the spring, and definitely in the summer. I'm always there in the summer too.
Okay, what happens when you have to wash your hair in Indian country?
Excellent question. I wrote a song about it. Well, washing my hair is always a fun challenge. At both of our projects, actually. In Mexico, we now have running water in our city kind of location, but when we are in the jungle, we do not. And so if we have the time, we head over to a waterfall, and I wash my hair in the waterfall there, and everyone does.
Yeah.
And then when we are on the reservation, we wash ourselves and our hair in the Missouri River. And actually, Glenn and I shared that experience this summer, which was interesting because we were both like lathering up. And I looked over and I was like, wow, usually I look over at you and we're holding guitars. This time we're bathing.
Yeah.
But we had
Cool.
we had
It was an awesome experience.
swimsuits on. It was not inappropriate.
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter.
I look naked. I had my shirt on.
Nudity is God's gift to humans.
well,
I don't
yeah.
care. I think that everybody should be naked all the time.
Oh,
But
well, there you go. Well, it'd be a little cold today, but
yeah.
So the Missouri River is a really beautiful place. However, it has some sediment floating around in it, and the locals call it the Big Muddy. And so after I've been there for an extended period of time, the first time I wash my hair afterwards is always a really wonderful experiment, and I find different things that have been clinging on to my dreadlocks for those weeks. Sticks, dirt, mud, cement sometimes.
As
All
long as
different
there's no
kinds.
critters.
Nope, not yet.
Heavens to Murgatroyd. I don't know what I would do if you were bringing home critters to
Not
Connecticut
yet.
from the Missouri River. That's so cool. So should she invite you to go on this
Yes.
little tour with her? And you just was like, yeah, I have to
Well,
do
I
this.
went out to the reservation. She invited me out to help with the music camp. And it was an amazing experience, and I'm looking forward to returning this summer coming up.
Kind of a life-changing experience,
It
would
was.
you say?
It was. It was real interesting to see, what's going on in our own country, basically, and to live with people who are very different than me and live differently, and it's just very eye-opening. And I really think what Kristen and Brian and Simply Smiles are doing is just unbelievable, and glad
So
to be
do
a
I.
part of it.
So do I. I think a lot of the stuff that Kristen is doing just by herself is amazingly incredible.
Yes.
And I already told her, I'm in. I'm gonna be her publicist. So
Thank you.
right.
we're gonna run her for president.
The Just Be
She'd
Nice
probably
party.
win, you know.
I bet you would.
I don't think you want that.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't think you'd be a good president?
No.
Only
don't think
because
so.
only because, and here's the reason you would not be a good president. You do not butt kiss well.
No, I don't. I also don't play politics well.
I know,
I
but
just don't
I
play.
think we want more people
Oh,
in
maybe.
politics that don't play politics
All right.
well.
Then I'd be great.
Right? That's a good idea. I think that we all should play politics a little less. And I think if we bring politics down to the level of human and just take care of our neighbors and love the people that we have to deal with on a daily basis, then the whole world would be better, because everybody in their own little communities would be loving everybody in their own little communities. That's all I want to teach people is that play music and love each other, shop local, and support local music, and it's all good.
Yeah.
After that, there's nothing else.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right?
It doesn't seem that hard.
So, Glenn, you're going to do me a really big favor, and you're going to take your finger-picking, fingering guitar, and you're going to take us out,
All right.
and that's going to be amazing. And thank you so much
All
for
right.
coming
Thank
here.
you for having us.
Because I love your music. You can sit here and
Thank
we'll
you.
listen.
Yes.
Ready for me?
Absolutely,
All right.
my friend.
See you over there.
Okay, so while Glenn goes and gets hooked back up again,
And unhooked.
And
I
hooked.
love live TV.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. So live TV, we have mistakes, but you guys keep tuning in. Thank you so much. Next week we have, I believe next week we have Baird Collins coming, and he's going to be doing a Celtic Christmas for us. So that will be a lot of fun also. We have Christmas shows coming for the rest of the season. The Fiddle is coming up from Washington, D.C., and you'll be able to see him. He's going to be playing live out at Nightingale's the day after, 2 days after Christmas. So please just check things out. Check out local shops. Get your Christmas shopping done if you have to, or Kwanzaa, or whatever. Just enjoy the season. Love each other. You don't have to give gifts. Just be with each other and give love. Hugs and loves. See y'all later. Thank you, Glenn. Go ahead. Take us out.